In this video, I'm going to explain how Aliens Earth War cover art might be responsible for my entire fine art boudoir aesthetic. Today's video is sponsored by the Ultimate Gel Photography and Photoshop course. Do you want to learn how I shoot my gel photography portraits? Well, you can. Go to learngels.com to learn more. Hello to my photography and Photoshop YouTube photo family. Thank you for joining. I hope you're having a great day. My name is Everett Christopher, and today we're going to be talking about creativity. Where does it come from? Why am I driven toward a certain type of aesthetic when it comes to my fine art photos? And that's really kind of where it has manifested itself. So if we look at my artwork, one day I kind of thought about it and I was thinking about, why did I create this? Why did I make it matte around here and maybe a little more contrasty here? This was the original actually, and this is where my brain took me. So you have the appearance of a canvas back here, and then you have what's called, after kind of looking this up a little bit and researching it, this might be considered what's called sfumato. Sfumato. It's an Italian term. It's a painting technique where you blend colors and they kind of bleed into each other, and it creates just kind of a hazy type of effect. But I noticed I was doing this, and I started calling them fine art boudoir because I didn't know what else to call them. And the elements are pretty replete through all of them. It's always a canvas background look and then like this haze type of idea. And if we look through a few examples, you can see that same idea in these photos. So we have this one, we have it here, we have it here. Other examples like this, again, it's that hazy look. Let's take a look at a couple others. This is maybe a good example as well. Another example here. And so you get the idea. It's just kind of a darker Rembrandt style in this case. But that's basically it. You could say it incorporates Rembrandt lighting to a degree, haze, and canvas background. And I started thinking, thinking to myself, why? Why do I do this? Why do I like this? Why does my brain, during my creative journey, why am I thinking this is the way it needs to look? And I started thinking about, art. And the thing with me is, I've stated on other videos, I've never taken a photography class. I never went to school for photography. I've watched some YouTubes on Photoshop. I was in a graphic design class in high school, but that's the extent of it. So I was like, well, why am I doing this? And I thought about my childhood, and my only exposure to artwork was through comic books. And in particular, what I really liked was the artwork on Aliens Earth War and the Aliens series, some of the Aliens cover art. Some of the cover art from video games back in the day, like BattleTech. Dungeons and Dragons is another example where whenever you see artwork, Dungeons and Dragons artwork, it's always done by professional, amazing artists. And obviously, the subject matter with this Aliens Earth War cover is drastically different than what I shoot. I shoot boudoir and fashion and glamour, but you can clearly see the similarities here. There is haziness going all around. You might even call this a canvas in the background. There's a matte look here where it's not very contrasty. The subject is actually kind of blending into the background a little bit, you could argue. The colors are very monochromatic. When you take that and then look at it side by side, it's clear, the similarities there. And so that is literally the only thing I can think of that explains, why I do it the way I do, why I develop the photo in that way. What about you? Where does your creativity come from? Where does your inspiration come from? Why do you favor a certain aesthetic over another? It's an interesting question to ask yourself. If you have any insight on this or would like to share your own story, please leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.